I lost my ambition, and here's how I got it back. For most of my life, ambition was my superpower. Yeah, it fueled my ventures. It drove me to scale businesses. It drove me to travel the world and embrace each new adventure with boundless enthusiasm. It was like, go create that momentum to create movement. But then there came a moment where the fire that I had inside of me as I was building ICUC fizzled out. My experience wasn't dramatic. No drama at all. There wasn't some single catastrophic event that I could point to and I could say, that's when I lost my fire. It wasn't going through life moments. Instead, it was subtle. It was this slow erosion of the drive that I thought, there's the key word, I thought once propelled me forward with this relentless optimism, where I used to get up and wake up excited to conquer the day. But instead, I found myself hitting the snooze button. Found myself quiet, this unsettling emptiness. The very thing that I had always defined and spoke to with others was slipping through my fingers, leaving me confused and largely searching for answers, looking around. Like, what the fuck, man? Where did my fire go? Was it an age thing? Was it a life thing? Was it I achieved my goals thing? But then I had a pivotal realization. And that realization was inspired by the wise words of the great meditator, George Mumford. George has meditated with some of the great athletes of our time, and he offered up this thought, and I offered up to a fellow yesterday when I was speaking with, and it was this permission with myself. It's okay to begin again. It's okay to begin again. And it was a game changer for me because I had misunderstood ambition. I believed that once I'd lost momentum, like I think many of us, and maybe some of you are feeling right now, you're questioning whether starting is possible, or maybe you're accepting that restarting feels impossible. I felt the same way. And I can tell you that I felt like I was somewhat permanently disconnected from the spark that drove me. I'm like, where the fuck is my fire? Where's the spark? Why am I not chasing? Learning from Mumford as I was going through some meditation practice taught me that a shift in perspective was okay. And I gave myself the grace to rediscover old passions, old reasons, to reignite a flame that I knew was inside of me, to find some non-negotiables. And you know where it started, guys? It started back in the gym. It started back with recognizing and finding some non-negotiables. And it started back the place where I recognized that I could begin again, that I could revalue my non-negotiables. And I reconnected and I created and I developed this business athlete mindset inside of me. A part of myself that blends fitness, personal resilience, and professional excellence, and permission to begin again. When I fall, I get up and I find it and I begin again. And it's hard because you don't have people around you acknowledging that you can begin again. You think that you can't. And that renewed approach just didn't rekindle my ambition. Guys, it redefined it for me. That ambition became about resilience, flexibility, and the courage to continuously start anew, the base of a new mountain, stronger and more insightful each time. I've talked my personal journey through relationships. I climbed a bunch of mountains. Why? So that it could remind me that I could begin again. Oh, completed a mountain, let's go do it again. Finding my ambition along the way. When I left ICUC and I was professional dad for a few years, struggling with my own imposter syndrome, fucked up in my own head, I dug deep in my gardening journey, recognizing that I could begin again. And I found the ambition when I started the Business Athlete Performance Lab and Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. And again, it was that continued permission to begin again and surrounding myself with these non-negotiable humans that would help me propel myself to that next level. So guys, I invite you, if you're struggling, you're stumbling, you're falling, and you're wondering whether you can do it again, or if you're wondering where that ambition is that you had, it's right in front of you. It's in your own mirror. I can assure you. This is the only morning show for men. We go live 8 o'clock Eastern time right here on YouTube.